Being intentional simply means committing yourself to a course of action, right? So whatever that action may be, setting aside that this is something you're going to achieve and you actually achieve it. That's called being intentional. And it's just like we wake up and we get in our routine of doing things, and sometimes our routine can actually be holding us back. Like when you wake up, the first thing you do is you grab a blunt because you want to wake and bake. Or when you wake up, the first thing you do is you scroll on Instagram because that's just a habit that you created. Or when you wake up and the first thing you do is you turn on the TV and you turn on the weather, but you're not even looking at the weather. You just got the TV on for background noise. Some things like that are habits that we're creating unconsciously. And it's just like, it's not something necessarily wrong with what you're doing, but it's a way that you can shift that so that way that you're more productive throughout your day. You know what I mean? And it's good to be productive because you get a lot done. You ever have the whole day just go by and you ain't get shit done? And it's like, well, damn, another day just went by. Now, don't get me wrong. We all have those days where we just want to be lazy. We want to just sit there and not do anything because we all work so hard. But we just got to be mindful to continuously fall into that trap. Not to continuously scroll on Instagram, because what you need to complete in the real world is not on Instagram. Your money, unless you are an entrepreneur, unless you're an influencer, unless you're, whatever. And even if you are those things too, you still have to have balance. But all I'm saying is that's not on Instagram. It's like these distractions that come our way. And it's not only with social media, it's with people as well. Sometimes people could be a distraction. So how do we be intentional about our life? How do we navigate through these distractions? I'll say first things first, making the decision to make a difference, to make a change. Notice that you're doing something often. Like that awareness of it all has to be there. And I feel like us as human beings, we all have that awareness. Some of us are choosing to tap into it and some of us are not. And maybe you don't want to be aware. And that's not okay. You're missing out on a lot. I'm not saying you have to be extremely woke, because that's a whole nother field and it takes a lot. I'm still on that journey myself, and it's a lot of, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Things that come to the surface where it's like, ooh, I'd rather not know that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, let's just start with our life and being intentional. So I'll give you some examples on how you can go about that. Number one for us all, when you wake up in the morning, don't grab your phone. Don't grab your phone. You come first. You come first. Period. When you wake up in the morning, if anything, the only thing you should be turning off on your phone is the alarm. That's it. You should be thinking about how you can be your most productive self throughout the day. How can you show up better than you were yesterday? So a lot of us tend to struggle with time management, right? We're running 5-10 minutes late to work, and we're just in that comfort zone where it's like, oh, they'll be all right. I've been here such and such. And it's like, no, you've committed yourself to a certain time. Get there by that time. That's it. And you can do it. And then we throw these fits, right? Like, man, they'll be all right. There's traffic. And it's like, no, just do what you got to do. So wake up. The first thing you need to do, if you feel like it's taking you a long time to do your hair, get dressed, whatever it needs to be, you need to get in the shower first. Get in the shower first. That way, that's one less thing off your plate. Not scroll on Instagram for an hour. Not make breakfast and then sit and watch shows for 20 minutes. And then now you're rushing to get ready at the last minute. No. Take a shower first. have your breakfast. Bare minimum, thank God for waking you up this morning. That's it. That's it. That's you being intentional. That's you. Those little steps go a long way. Because it's like you're transforming, you're rearranging your time. You're shifting your time. Let's be mindful of what and who we're giving our time to. It's like, yeah, Instagram is entertainment, but it's Instagram paying your bills. Take that detox if you need it. That social media detox, that people detox, that whatever it is detox that you need to do for you to be better and on time and efficient, do it. It's going to change your life tremendously. Choosing to do something different when you wake up in the morning. Number 2, you may feel like I need to read more, or I'm interested in a certain book, but you haven't got a chance to get around to that book. Before you leave out for work, take that book and sit it on your bed, or take that book to work with you, or take that book and place it in your bathroom. By you making those actions, is you being intentional and training your training your brain for whatever move you make, you're going to see that book. And what else you're going to do with the book? You can't eat the book, right? It's not food. You're going to read the book. But you're training your brain every motion you make to say, I got to do this. And this is what I'm going to do. And set a goal for yourself. It doesn't have to be, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I got to finish this book today. Like, obviously not. Like, if you don't want to finish the book today, you don't have to finish the book today. You're not in school anymore. You don't have to read to page 182 by tomorrow night. Like, it's not that. But it's good to set these goals. That way you can get things done. And we said, number 3, summertime coming. It's damn near around the corner. I believe the first day of summer is next week. And we all in that gym. Move, get out the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. It's never too late. It's never too late to be intentional about the gym as well. If you know, like, if you notice something, let me just, make y'all a little uncomfortable for a second, because that, y'all know, that's one thing I'm gonna do. But that's how we grow. You gotta be uncomfortable. Growth is not always comfortable. But if you notice, there's these memes that's like going around. It's like, oh, this is my summer body, and it's like a picture of like Rasputia from Norbit. If you know her, you know her. If you don't, him. Pretty much is Eddie Murphy, but that movie Norbit, Rasputia, and they're like, this my summer body. When she had the bathing suit, people are accepting that as their summer body because they're not putting in the work. If you simply want to see a change in your body, you got to put in the work. Period. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you just heard it. You have to put in the work. So be intentional. Obviously, you're working, right? You work a lot. So it's hard to get in the gym because you're tired. But being intentional is saying, hey, I am going to go to this gym on the days that I go in later to work, which is something I'm doing as well myself. And hey, I'm going to go into the gym on my days off, no ifs, ands, or buts, and you're going to get it done. And you're going to put that on your calendar. You're going to set that as a reminder on your phone. That way it can't slip your mind because you're being intentional with your health and fitness goals. So that's really all it boils down to, making a action that you're going to do something and then doing it. That's all being intentional is, right? Something so simple as cooking. You know, when you get off work, you're going to have to cook. Before you leave out, what you're going to do, for those who eat meat, you're going to take that meat out and you're going to thaw it out. That way, when you come home to cook, It's seamless. That is the same thing. That is being intentional. You have the intent to cook tonight. Period. So it's no need for you to stop at McDonald's. It's no need for you to stop at Domino's. It's no need to do any of that because you already set the intent that you're going to cook. Eating healthy. Oh, I don't want to hear about all that eating health. Let me tell y'all something. Health is wealth. Period. Something so simple as buying fruits and veggies to train your brain just to see that in your home. Not Doritos. Not coffee cakes. Okay? Not the girls in the back saying they feel attacked. But I'm saying not all that stuff. Fruits, veggies, water, not soda, seltzer, sparkling water, whatever you need. Train your brain to see it. That's all you need to do. You need to shift your way of being. And that's how you be intentional. Making that conscious decision to do something and then do it. That's how you be intentional. Period. So if you need to detox from social media, if you need to detox from people, do it. You come first. That's just that on that. And we said, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe to my podcast. Your girl is growing locks. I don't know if I mentioned that. But I am on my lock journey, okay? I started with 2-strand twists. I'm very excited because I didn't think my hair could lock because it's so soft. And honestly, I just feel really good with my natural hair. Like, I would have never thought in a million years that I would lock my hair. But this journey that I am on feels amazing, you guys. It feels wonderful. So, about me, if you enjoyed this episode, again, make sure to subscribe to my podcast. We are on the road to 300 subscribers. Give me a big fat thumbs up if you like this video. Chat in the comments. Share this video. Share. If you think someone could learn from this, if you yourself learn from this, share this video, guys. Share. Okay? Toodaloo.